Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And welcome back to my channel. In today's pick a card reading, we're going to be looking into, will you ever find love? So pick a card reading, will I ever find love? That is today's topic. I was inspired to do this pick a card reading because a lot of you guys who've been purchasing love readings from me lately, like personal love readings, have been asking me this question. I've been noticing a lot more people lately just feeling like kind of hopeless and fed up and just really down about dating. And who knows, maybe it's because some of you guys have been single for a really long time. I know how that is. That was me back in the day, just single, always the bridesmaid, never the bride. I feel you guys. And perhaps it's also because the dating climate has changed a little bit, like with the pandemic and everything. It can be a little bit difficult right now, you know, with all of this stuff going on and the social distancing and whatnot, to make a new connection or to get out there and date again. Maybe some of you guys are just feeling more socially awkward than usual because of, you know, all the time spent in lockdown. So I think feeling a little hopeless or upset about this right now is a normal reaction to the abnormal events of what is going on in our world right now. But I made this spread, which I'm really excited about. I would suggest that you take a screenshot of it and that you pull some cards from your own tarot deck or your own oracle deck and you follow along with me. I want to tackle this issue like from all different angles and just see what the cards and what the wisdom the tarot can bring to this situation. So if you're interested in receiving this reading, all you have to do is simply choose a card. Number 1, number 2, or number 3. And that's from left to right. Once you have chosen, head to the description or to the comments where the timestamps are posted, and you can just click on your timestamp and instantly be fast forwarded to your part in the reading. And I will see you for your message soon. For those of you guys who choose number 1, we're going to start with the first part of the spread, the first question, which is, what's going for you? So basically, what are your attractive qualities? What do you have going for you? What do you have to offer in love? And the card that we're getting is boundaries. I don't know why I find this so funny, but I get this sense that this is like a little tool that you have in your kit when you go out there dating. Like basically you can sniff a fuckboy out, or a fuck girl or person, out from a mile away. So when you're dating somebody and they're just seeming a little bit sus, you can tell. It's easier, I would say, for you to set boundaries, for you to walk away, for you to just mind your business, for you to cut people out. And I get this sense that you've been feeling like maybe I'm being too cutthroat, but don't settle. You don't need to settle. Yes, you've been through a lot, and that's why your boundaries are so strong now. And part of you is like worried and wondering like, will I ever be able to trust anyone again? And it could be that maybe that is pushing people away just a little bit. So we're gonna pull some blockages in a minute. We'll see if that comes up. But to be completely honest, I think it's better safe than sorry. I think that you're having really good boundaries, and this is actually something that attracts people to you in a funny way because your boundaries make you attractive. I think boundaries are beautiful. I think boundaries isn't just saying no and walking away. Sometimes boundaries is also knowing what you want and knowing what you're looking for. And nothing is sexier than somebody who knows what they want and who's confident about that. So that's definitely something you have going for you. Let's see if we can get any more messages about what some of your beautiful qualities are. What do you have that's going for you? What makes you attractive? Wow, you definitely have a very beautiful, sparkle, sunshine energy to you. The 8 of Pentacles is that you have some unique talents and gifts, like everyone has, right? But I think yours are like, you know, cute, unique, interesting, and you're actually passionate about some things in your life. You have a lot to offer. So you have a different idea of what kind of relationship you want versus it just being something that fulfills you. You're not somebody who's walking around bored and unfulfilled, and that's why you want love. You actually feel like You want a partner who's like on your level, somebody who also has like a passions and a sense of purpose, so that you guys can create together. I really get that you're looking for a relationship that's like creative. You want to create a new lifestyle with this person. You might even want to make art with this person. Like, you imagine bringing your beautiful world together with theirs and that creating something. I also see like this is the general energy of working to build abundance. I would say that also makes you attractive because you're always willing to take the next step and do what needs to be done in order to beautify your life, in order to bring good energy into your life, in order to expand. So basically you're just like leveling up all the time. That makes you very attractive. I would also call you as somebody who does kind of wear their heart on their sleeve a little bit. I think that's why, like in the past, maybe you got hurt and you had to put up stronger boundaries. But I see that even though your boundaries are strong, this is a side of you that hasn't died. I don't know if you're a water sign. It's possible. A lot of you Pisces and Cancers, Pisces, Cancer, Sun, Moon, a lot of you guys tend to wear your heart on your sleeve, and love is very important to you. You could even call yourself like a hopeless romantic. But it's not just that you're in love with love, you're in love with life. And no matter what bad things happen in life, I see that you always wake up every day with a new outlook. You always see the possibilities. You're an optimist. You can't help but see the glass half full. This doesn't mean that you don't get negative sometimes. It's just you want to believe in life. You want to believe in love, no matter what's happened and what's got you down. So I think that that's something really beautiful that you bring to the table. Like, the person that you end up with is going to really love your outlook and your perception on life, and just how you wake up and you just love every day. You're a bundle of sunshine. I definitely see that. This is interesting, something you have going for you is that you're really good at solving conflicts. You're a really good listener. You don't really start drama. You're easy to be around. You've built confidence in yourself, so you're not poking fights. You're not manipulative in relationships. You'd really be a blessing for someone to be with, and it seems like you're ready for a relationship. So you've got a lot. You're mature. You have a lot going on for you. So now let's go ahead and look into what your blockages are. Sometimes there's things that are going on around us or within us that could be blocking us from receiving love or manifesting it. So we're going to see what's going on, maybe anything you can look into. Are you taking care of yourself? Yeah. The first thing I just got this image of you being like worn out and like really tired. And I don't want to insult you and say that you're like not pretty or attractive, or that you're not taking care of yourself. But I don't know. Does your hair have split ends? Have your roots grown out? Have you been scrubbing your heels? Have you been exercising and getting sunshine? How is your skin doing? How is your mental health? Have you been wearing colors that you feel like really make you feel happy and vibrant, even if the color's black, because black can make you happy too. Have you been feeling, sexy? Have you been feeling comfortable in your own skin? Like, sometimes we get a little hopeless or we feel depressed because, I don't know, maybe like we gained some weight, or we don't look the way the models and the influencers look, with all the Photoshop and the filters. Or because we're just tired, worn out, we can't always take the best care of ourselves sometimes. And sometimes it just compiles, and like we just look in the mirror one day and we're like, oh my God, how did I get to this point? You got to go easy on yourself. You got to accept yourself for where you're at. But this card is telling you it's time to drink some water. It's time to cut out the processed food and sugars and processed carbohydrates. It's time to wake up in the morning at a decent time earlier and get a little bit of sunshine and exercise, and I don't know, make your pelvic floor muscles stronger, do a little bit of Pilates, it's time to snap back. It's time to get snatched. It's time to have your glow up. It's time to look at yourself and think, you know what, I can turn this out. I can do something with this. You're the potter with the clay. It doesn't matter what cards you've been dealt. There's always something you can do. You guys been watching my channel for a while. You might know that like I really do believe that beauty comes from the inside out. But sometimes the outside part has to match the inside. And I get this feeling that you've done a lot of work on yourself. We saw that boundaries card come out earlier. We've seen how hard you've been working towards your goals and leveling up. It's like aesthetically you need a glow up and you're ready for it. So your guides are like, maybe it's time to take care of yourself, because if you don't feel attractive, how can somebody else, how do you expect someone else to find you attractive and call you beautiful when you feel like shit on the inside and you think that you're horrible and stuff and not looking good? So you at least try, you know. It's some of the times, you guys, if you watch my channel a long time, you'll go back, you'll see when I was living in Tbilisi and I was not feeling the best then. I wasn't taking care of my body very well, but I still tried and it helped, you know. Like, I turned myself out a little bit, I got my brows done. You know, sometimes you just gotta try. You know, I tried to work out a little bit every day, and you know what, eventually it all adds up and you feel better. And when you feel better, you look better. So this is telling you it's time to take care of yourself. I'm zeroing in on your body, like your hair, your skin. So this isn't to guilt trip you. It's just saying, like, you need to start feeling more attractive. You need to start treating yourself like you're an attractive person. How does someone who is attractive and knows they're attractive, how do they treat themselves? And this doesn't mean you have to go buy a bunch of products and stuff you don't need. It's more of like a lifestyle. And so this is telling you, start treating yourself like you're attractive, even if you don't feel like it. And then you'll start feeling better. And when you're taking care of yourself, other people can see it. And that will make you very attractive, no matter, you know, what you look like, what the shape of your body is, what weight you're at, what skin conditions or things you got going on, or how old you are, or this or that. Like, if you're just taking care of yourself, like, your body will mirror that on the outside. And it seems like emotionally, mentally, you've been taking care, and your body is like, it's my turn. Can you take care of me? So this could be a blockage. You're worthy to take care of yourself. Sometimes the reason we don't take care of our bodies and our aesthetics well is because we feel like we don't deserve it, and we feel awkward about it. But, you know, you can be as attractive as you want to be just by taking good care of yourself. Okay, obviously I'm passionate about that one. Let's move on. So the next one, this is why you're here, okay? How to align with receiving a soulmate. Like, what can you do? Practical action step, besides obviously this blockage thing that needs to be cleared. What can you do? What are they telling you to do? Whoa. So I think I'm going to take these ones. Oh, I accidentally grabbed that one. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, okay, cards are falling out here behind the scenes. This one fell out. Okay, so they're telling you what to do. I think they're telling you, look, connecting with somebody romantically after you've been alone and independent for so long, like, that's a bold experience. That's very different to what you've been doing and what's been happening in your life. So essentially, manifesting love or manifesting a soulmate is the same as manifesting anything else. Sometimes, have you ever heard that manifestation or law of attraction trick where you act as if it's already happened? Now, maybe that'll be hard for you to act as if you already have a soulmate in your life. I don't know, what are you gonna do? Go out and buy one of those boyfriend pillows or something and start talking to it? No, I think they're just telling you, look, this is going to be a big deal. You're trying to manifest a bold experience. You're trying to manifest a connection here. And I'm getting this message that you need to create bold, different experiences in order to draw this connection to you. So in a lot of the ways, like I mentioned in the intro, it's going to be divine timing. You know, you just had one little blockage here. It wasn't even that big of a deal. We're seeing how mature you are and how you have great boundaries and how you've healed. Really, you're ready, and I just feel like it's a matter of divine timing. But you have to remember that like attracts like. You know, love is this uplifting, exciting, energetic, youthful, happy, fun, energy. Maybe you've heard me say this on the channel a lot, but I really do believe if you're stuck in a rut, you're not manifesting love, that you need to do something different. Because if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. So maybe it's time that you join a group activity, join the choir, join a local theater company, get a different part-time job, take a class, try a new outdoor activity or hobby, do something daring, go somewhere different, make some new friends, try being a little bit more social. Obviously, all of that's kind of common sense, but they're just maybe seek out bold experiences. Do something different, just to stir up your energy and feel a sense of connection with yourself and a sense of connection with the earth. Because when you feel connected with yourself and others and the earth, then you'll continuously manifest even more connections and maybe even a romantic connection into your life. Also, this is very interesting. Independent bliss. To be honest, there's a part of you that has really enjoyed being single. There's a part of you that really likes being able to make your own decisions. You're very much in your comfort zone on your own. So it's almost like this person that you're looking for needs to just blend and fit into the amazing life you've already created for yourself. I'm not saying your life is perfect. It's just, in a lot of ways, you've got some stuff down. You like your own company. Your self-love is growing and improving. And so I do get the sense that you might need to get out of your single rut. Like, we all get these like bachelor or little bachelorette habits when we're single, of just like doing the same shit every day, and it's comfortable. And that's the reason why we don't break out of that and do things that are bold and have new experiences, because we're just too comfortable stuck in our rut. So basically you're being told, hey, the universe is shaking you and saying, get off your butt, turn yourself out, work out, take care of your health, whatever, get your confidence up and try some new things. Seek out some bold experiences, and definitely don't settle. Because if you're feeling confident and happy on your own, then whoever comes in, they need to be an improvement, and not distract you from the good stuff you've already got going on. So next this is a long reading. I hope you enjoy. Next we're looking for a clue. This part of the spread is like anything they can tell you about this person, maybe when they're coming in, how it's gonna happen. Like, I don't know what we're gonna get. We're just gonna open it up, okay? What do you need to know about your love life or what's coming in? Okay, so I'm getting this message that like this time of your life of being single has been it's been very important for you. I keep getting this message that you took your power back from a difficult situation. I mean, I don't know. I see for a lot of you guys, you dated somebody who was like narcissistic and abusive, or the last breakup you had just really tore you apart. I know some of you guys who are here have been single forever. I don't know, maybe you went through some rough stuff in your childhood or something. You got the daddy issues. I don't know, but you've healed from that. You've taken your power back. You've really been trying to guard your heart and protect your heart, but you're balancing that now. Like you had to learn how to have the boundaries and everything. And you've had this freedom and emotional freedom in your life. You faced a lot of fears. It really does seem like you're looking for somebody very unique, like not just your average Joe or your average Jane or your average person. And so the universe is saying like, look, you went to a restaurant, the restaurant of the universe, and you didn't just order McDonald's, you ordered like a beautiful meal that's going to take time to cook up and prepare, and it's very specific how it's going to be made and brought to you. And they're saying you're attracting true love. You are attracting true love. And then we see the gardener here. This is somebody who really is going to feel like they are made for you. Like, you see that there's all these people that they could be with. There's a thought over here. There's a thought over here. There's a thought over here. But they're focused on this. This is like you're going to have this person's full attention, their full focus, trust, loyalty, like a foundation for a really beautiful, mature relationship. I keep saying that word mature. I feel like you want something real. You want something different. You don't want what you've had before. You want the real thing. And so that's going to take patience. So it's really cool that it's already coming up that somebody's coming in for you. The fact that we can tap into it is a big sign that it's on its way and you're very close to manifesting it. So we're going to pull the overall outcome in your love life, kind of similar to the last cards we pulled, but just to kind of seal the deal, overall outcome. So your guides are saying, look, there might be somebody around you that you're crushing on right now. I don't know if this is your ex or somebody new, but if this person is not stepping forward, you're just gonna have to let them go. I know it's hard, and maybe you guys have a story or a history, or you think they're your twin flame or this or that, but sometimes those people and those stories we tell ourselves in our head is the one thing that blocks us from being open to something new. You know, so sometimes we cling on to these stories, these people, these concepts because it keeps us comfortable. It keeps us alone. And sometimes that's where we feel safer, you know. Maybe this is where you feel safer. And the risk, this is bold, the bold experience. This is the biggest risk for you. I think you need to wipe the slate clean and accept that this person could be someone you've never met yet, you know. So I'm getting these messages. You know, that might be the outcome, that it's somebody you never thought it could be. And we see this past life connection around you. They could be clarifying if this resonates that, yeah, you might have a past life connection. Doesn't mean there isn't love here. It's just be open because maybe this person is different than you think. And the outcome overall is a relationship, maybe even engagement if you're interested in that. I think that's so exciting. I hope that this reading resonated with you. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I really tried to make this one feel more like a personal reading. So if you felt like it was for you or it resonated, please share your unique story and how you feel like it connected with you in your life, because that's what keeps me going every day, is just hearing the feedback from you guys and how the reading ended up coming out for you. So thank you so much for coming to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell, and to come back a couple days from now. I've always got readings going up on this channel. And yeah, thanks for coming, and I'll see you next time. Peace out. For those of you guys who choose number 2, we're gonna get started with the first part of the spread. And this is the card that you chose. And it's number 1, what's going for you? So basically, what do you have that's going for you right now? What are your attractive qualities? What are you bringing into a relationship? What are the good vibes around you and whatnot? So you pulled this card. It's the admiration card. So what you have going for you right now is that you might already have 1 or 2 people, or who knows, for some of you guys, maybe a group of people that already have their eye on you, that are already admiring you, could have a crush on you or be interested in you. And if not, you're an admirable person. You're an attractive person. You might not have a lot of work you really need to do on yourself to shine your light and be more attractive. You just exist like that. You just exist. People admire you. So let's pull some more cards for, what your attractive qualities are, what you have going for you. Ooh, we're getting the High Priestess. Okay, the High Priestess is somebody who's really sexy, who has amazing style, who's really unique. I mean, sometimes it's somebody who's into spiritual stuff and kind of got that vibe going on. Somebody who's very psychic, very intuitive. But it's a very strong divine feminine energy. So this is somebody who just exudes the goddess, who, the way that you walk is graceful, the way that you talk, it's like an effortless, sensual beauty. So people admire you. They see that you're just dripping in the gorgeousness of the divine. And, children flock to you, animals flock to you. That's kind of what these little things in the card are. It's everywhere you go, there's freaking butterflies. You might as well be Snow White, Disney princess or something. That's what I'm saying. So you got a lot going for you. I think aesthetically you're an attractive person, but it's also from the inside out. You're gentle, but you're also fierce. There's this duality in you that makes you very attractive and complex and also mysterious. And that's the sexiest thing, is when somebody is like mysterious and like you want to get to know them more. Like they're not giving everything away up front, you know? There's this charm that you have that's very, very irresistible. So you got a lot going for you. Now we're going to look and see if there's any blockages you have to attracting love. Okay, we're just going to be real here. We're going to pull some cards and we're going to see if there's any blockages, anything you could clear to help you out. Okay. Are you afraid to love? It's so crazy that this card is talking about love, and that is the topic of this reading, because not all these cards are talking about love. Yeah, you might be a little afraid. Sometimes somebody with this high priestess energy, since you're so psychic and you can see straight through people, you might also be very connected with the darkness. This is the nighttime. You got the owl here. You're somebody who's very well acquainted with death. You might have had a lot of breakups. You might have been through the ringer in love. And you could be afraid because of past experiences. You could also be afraid because you just know people too well. And you're like, I know the shit people pull, and I don't really trust people right now. So, yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense that why you might be afraid to love, but obviously this is a blockage, because if you're so afraid, we tend to push and avoid the things that we fear, when usually the best course to confront and heal some fear is to just jump into it. And so I do feel like you're being called to take the leap. I do feel like, you know, it might not be best if you avoid dating right now. You have to trust your inner guidance, of course, but you know, this could be an issue. It might be good to talk about some of your past with a licensed therapist or counselor, or maybe to journal about some of your past experiences or the fears you have in this area. And you know, even though you have a lot of evidence and things you went through in the past that you might be afraid are going to happen again, you have to remember that fear is false evidence appearing real, and you don't have to repeat the past. You're not destined to repeat the past, and you're a lot wiser now, and you're going to be able to recognize anything that feels like it's the past, or someone that reminds you of the toxic ex, all that stuff. You'll be able to walk away and you'll recognize it now. So you know, I don't see you repeating that. So yeah, they're saying, are you afraid to love? I get the feeling there might be another blockage, so we're going to pull one more card, okay? Go in your childhood. Oh, this card is a whole thing to unpack. But, you know, maybe you're like me and you got some mommy daddy issues and like crap went down in your childhood. It happens. I think a lot of us who are empaths got this high priestess energy, healers, artists. There's a reason that we like see the world that way, and we're so empathic and so intuitive. And sometimes it's because like growing up, we had to take on that energy in order to be able to predict things and keep ourselves safe. And I kind of get this vibe like you healed a lot from the past. You have, but there's still some wounds there that need to be dealt with. And this doesn't mean that you can't attract love until you completely heal the past, because we're always, you know, going in and out of this shadow work, and it's a process, you know. But I just get this message. It's been a while since you've done some inner child work. It's been a while since you've done this healing. There could be things coming up right now. It's Mercury retrograde at the time I'm doing this reading. You know, trust yourself, trust your spirit. They're telling you to go in your childhood to find out where some of these fears come from, so that you can confront them and you can release them and you can move forward and claim, you know, a beautiful relationship that doesn't have to be karmic or repeat the past. Beautiful. So the next question kind of goes along with this. It's more tips for you on how to align yourself with receiving a soulmate. So how to kind of, you know, obviously clear these blockages, but how can you align yourself with receiving a soulmate? Let's get some messages about that. Any tips for you? So I'm getting this innovate message, and I feel like this has to do with another area of your life. Like obviously you're somebody who's super creative, and they're wanting you to create your own unique life and lifestyle. You do not have to follow the crowd. And so I feel like this is what you're going through right now, is you're coming up with some new ideas, you're taking the first couple steps, and this creativity and this innovation and you allowing yourself to show up more as your authentic self in your life is going to naturally help you to align to receive a soulmate. So it's almost like a keep doing what you're doing, keep innovating, pay attention to your creative side, come out of hiding that you're the high priestess, you know what I mean? I'm also getting, they're saying, look, the relationships you've had that have not worked, or sometimes when you fall for somebody but they don't feel the same way, that's actually really helpful for you. You dealt with a lot of rejection in your life, and they're telling you to just go date. That yes, there will be some people that don't work out, or they don't like you back, or they ghost you, because that's just how people are these days. People tend to ghost versus just being like, sorry, I'm not that interested. You know, it's hurtful either way. If they tell you to your face, or they just lose your number, it's hurtful either way. But they're saying it's helpful. Every single person that just walks away, thank goodness they're not wasting your time, and they're cutting that cord and letting you go. So I feel like your guides are saying you're stronger, you have thick skin now, you're ready to face rejection, and unfortunately, you're just gonna have to kiss a lot of frogs sometimes to find your prince or your princess or your person, you know? So your guides are telling you the advice is to go, to get out there. This could also be, I got a faint message, it might not be for everybody, but some of you guys have been wanting to move or travel. It could be that that's how you connect or align with your soulmate, is by going to the place that you know you feel the most alive, or going to the place you feel drawn to. So let's move forward now. This next part of the reading is really fun. It's called a clue. So the next part of this spread, basically we're looking for any clues or any messages about what is coming into your life in love, anything you need to know. So I was just talking about it, but dating. Your guides are saying you're going to start having more opportunities to date. There will be people asking you out. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice to allow yourself to be treated. You're gonna get a lot of free meals. And so they're saying that's what's coming in next for you, is a period of dating. And this says reparenting yourself. Like as you date, you're walking into this with a different mentality, with a different energy, with a different perception, and you're just allowing yourself to have fun with like the exploration and discovery period of just dating. You might not be thinking so seriously about like marriage and like, oh, we gotta lock it down. Like you might just be, I'm just gonna have fun and go out with this person on Friday, and just, you know, it's fun to be young and trying this out and just living in the moment. I feel like it's just a more calm, present kind of energy. And then we see you finding somebody that you're going to be really compatible with. Obviously, that's what you're searching for, but there is someone out there that you'll meet through dating in this process of like reparenting yourself, that because we saw something about the childhood through this healing, everything that's happening right now, it is guiding you towards meeting somebody you feel compatible with, and who knows, maybe the rest is history. And I'm sitting here just holding this deck while I was talking, and I looked down and I was staring straight at this commitment card. So it does seem like there could be something on your horizon. So definitely don't give up hope. Yes, you will find love. And I would say that that's your outcome. You know, the last card, I think honestly, we're looking at it, I see a commitment in your future. So I hope that this message resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support and for coming to my channel. Please comment below and let me know how this related to you specifically, because I know there's like a lot of different people watching this, but I love to read your stories and hear how this relates to you and your life. This is a safe space. Everyone here on this channel is really nice and kind, and I wouldn't be surprised if more people who are here watching this will like respond to your comment and lift you up. We all just love to, you know, share stories from our lives here on this channel and just be there for each other. So feel free to comment below. It's a safe space, and I will see you next time. Peace out. For those of you guys who choose number 3, we're gonna get started with the first part of the spread, which is the card that you chose. And it's the first question, which is, what's going for you? So basically, what do you have to offer? What's going for you right now? What are your attractive qualities? You know, we're looking and seeing what you have to offer, what you have to bring to the table right now when it comes to dating and attracting love. So we're getting the processing card. It's kind of an ironic message, but obviously if you clicked on this message, you're probably single, and maybe it's been for some time because you're just like, will I ever find love, And your guides are saying at this point, you've had a lot of time on your own to process. So that's the good news, is you've been able to process a lot of stuff. You've been able to maybe process your past relationships, breakups, the stuff you went through in childhood, like everything. You've been able to process it. And sometimes relationships can be really distracting. Sometimes they can we can get so wrapped up in another person that we forget to make decisions for ourselves, or to pursue our dreams, our goals, and our hopes. And the truth is, you've been able to process, you've been able to make some major moves in your life, you've been able to really focus on your alignment, and that's been the gift of this time. Even if it feels like a curse to be single for so long, that's the gift of this time. You have a certain advantage that other people might not have. So not to say that you can't grow and change and process in a relationship, but this time has been very valuable. It's not by an accident. I believe everything's happening for a reason. So what are some of your attractive qualities? What else is going for you? Okay, so I'm getting something about what you've learned in life or your education. Now, for some of you guys, this could be traditional education. Perhaps you are on an education path, or you've been on one where you were able to get some degrees and get some, your master's or PhD, or study and learn some interesting things. You're very knowledgeable. But maybe some of you guys have just been in the school of life, and you have a lot to offer as far as your wisdom, your level of maturity. And I also see with the Emperor this being leadership skills. So one thing is for sure, you need to attract somebody who's just as mature, who has their crap together. You want to be with somebody who has a lot to offer and a lot to provide, because you have a lot to offer and you have a lot to provide. I also see you are the first person to congratulate a friend or somebody that if they have, recently given birth or had a life achievement or got some good news. You pay attention. I feel like maybe you're somebody who remembers people's birthdays. That's definitely a huge, that's a big thing. It's a big deal. You're such a sweet friend, and you celebrate for people. And also, this is kind of like a life of the party energy. Even if you consider yourself an introvert, maybe other people don't see you that way, because they want to invite you out places, because your smile, your exuberance, and your energy is so fun. So we're getting you have a lot to offer in a relationship. You're not only mature and have your crap together and are at a really good point in your life, but you're also really fun, and you like to celebrate the good life with people, and we're just getting some good vibes from you. So you got a lot to offer. Let's look next and see blockages. So any blockages to you, drawing in a soulmate. Oh dang, we're getting some heavy stuff today. Have you ever been abused? I don't know if this is the case for everyone here, but perhaps you've been in an abusive relationship, and after that, it can put a really bad taste in your mouth, and it can make you shut down. And I feel like maybe the single period you've been through, like I said, you had a lot to process. You needed to kind of heal. Maybe you had to break habits of codependency. Maybe it took a long time to even just realize and understand that you're abused. I always tell people, in order to become a survivor, you must allow yourself to become a victim. And it can just be a huge wake-up call, even realizing that you're a victim of abuse, and it's just a whole thing. So I know firsthand how this is. And your guides are saying, just because you went through this doesn't mean you're not going to attract love again, but maybe that's why it's just taking time. I think they're telling you it's a normal reaction to the abnormal events of being abused to need some time alone and kind of time off from dating and everything to heal. So I don't even think this is really that big of a blockage. They're just saying, hey, you went through some stuff. And don't be hard on yourself that you're not attracting love right now, or you haven't been, or how things have been, because you needed a break. You were tired, you were exhausted. I mean, nothing's gonna make you tired and lose your glow like being abused. And so it's not your fault you were abused. It never is. And I just get this vibe like, really, there might be nothing that you need to change. There might not be blockages. If anything, just be patient with yourself in the process and your healing, and know that you're going to get back out there when you're ready, and you're going to attract something amazing. Okay? So next, this kind of goes along with the last question, how to align with receiving a soulmate. So is there anything you can do, any practical advice for how to align with receiving a soulmate? This makes sense. This is, they know what we're talking about, don't they? This makes sense. This is like typical advice I give to a lot of my clients and people in personal readings and on the channel all the time. But this is connecting with a sense of purpose in your life. I think there's a lot of different schools of thought when it comes to your life purpose. I don't know if it's ever just one thing. Some people think that, it's something that you'll just realize one day, like through the process of self-discovery. And I think for other people, it's just you create a sense of purpose for yourself. So if you don't feel like you're very driven or you have a sense of purpose in your life, it might be time to explore that, create a vision board, do some journaling, maybe talk to a therapist about it, or connect with a life coach or something to start creating more of a sense of purpose in your life. So because when you align with a sense of purpose and you live a more authentic life, you get into alignment, you align with the people and the places and the situations that are meant for you. So just connecting with the sense of purpose, creating a purpose for yourself, or taking steps towards your purpose is going to get you on the path of aligning with the soulmate. And I see this with my coaching clients all the time. They come to me and they're single, they don't know what to do with their life, and they start working on a vision board, and we start going through the steps of creating a sense of purpose and getting on that path. And then, they hit me up one session and they're like, oh my God, I met somebody, I'm in a relationship now. It's just so funny how that will be drawn into your life once you start getting into alignment. So I keep getting this message to tell you that you're good enough, you're worthy. It's not like you need to do anything in order to attract love. Like, it's gonna come when it's meant to come, no matter what you do. You were born worthy. But I guess this is just like, if you just really want to put the extra work in and do the extra credit, you can work on this. It's gonna help you anyways. Don't do it just to attract a soulmate, do it for yourself. And then your guides are like, sending compassion to you for what you've been through, telling you that you will learn to trust again, you will learn to love again. So this little triangle here of love from the universe is so sweet. So this is like the fun part of the reading. We're gonna look and see if there's any clues to like who's coming into your life, what's gonna happen. So a little bit of psychic prediction here. We're just going to see if we can get any information on or any clues on what's coming in for you in love. Maturity. This word's been coming up a lot. You are like, I will wait forever. I don't want another immature relationship. But your guides are saying the only way to meet somebody who's mature is to date. So you can't skip the dating process. I mean, some people just like one person walks into their life and it's the one and live happily ever after. But honestly, I just told somebody in one of the other cards, I think it was in number 2, I was saying, sometimes you gotta kiss a lot of frogs to find your prince or your princess or your person. And that's the truth. So definitely trust yourself, trust your gut, and you know the warning signs and the red flags now. That the abuse and stuff you went through was really crappy, but at least there's really no bright side to it. I'm not trying to make it seem like that, but I'm just saying the signs now of somebody who's a narcissist or a sociopath or just like an asshole, and it'll be easy to spot them. And I think you're afraid of those people. You're kind of scared, and that's what's been holding you back from dating. But you don't need to be afraid anymore. You've processed a lot. You're so strong. You're going to recognize those people. And you also, there's a lot of protection around you. So yes, guard and protect your heart. That's what this is about. But you're free to date. And I think this is a clue that you're going to be doing a lot more dating, that you're going to be getting a lot more opportunities. I see somebody that's going to be pursuing you who is very traditional. This means that maybe they're opening the car door, maybe they're being chivalrous, perhaps they're taking you on dates, like they might not be rushing to get in your pants, believe it or not, right? They might not just be talking all about them, they're asking questions, they're following up, they're following through, and that's all you could ask for, somebody that you're, attracted to, that has good energy, that's mature. And so they're saying, you're going to meet that person, you're going to recognize it's them because they're checking all those boxes and there's good vibes and they're consistent over time. So look for that. And they're also saying this is not a yin-yang connection. This is not an opposites attract connection. This is someone who's going to be creepy identical to you. Like, might even look similar to you. Like, it's like the literal twin flame. Like literal twins. Like, I don't know, maybe they got the same eye color, same hair color, same interests as you, like similar background story. Like, that's always the weirdest thing. Is that, have you ever met someone like that? I kind of feel like this person's gonna be like that, but next level, very similar, a lot in common, and it's really cute. It's beautiful energy. So overall outcome, I would say we just covered that with us tapping into that person, but let's see if we can just get final message, overall outcome for you. From deception to playfulness, you know that people can be like this sometimes, and that's why you're wary. It's been this energy for so long with you of like, I should probably just lay low and protect myself because that's better than getting burned again. But to be honest, I think you're going to be just embracing the playfulness, the fun, and the innocence of dating again, and you're going to fall in love with just the process of it. And maybe someone will surprise you, like we saw in the cards earlier. So I hope this message resonates with you. Let me know what you think in the comments below. My favorite part of doing these readings is hearing like the stories from you guys in your life and how it ended up relating to you. I'm always like so shook by that. So definitely don't hesitate to write below. Like, we all here on this channel, everybody who's here is really kind and sweet. Like, I don't have any trolls, and everybody just lifts each other up. So this is a safe space if you want to share anything about your life or your journey in manifesting love. And yeah, thank you so much for coming to my channel. I'll see you next time. Peace out.